All right, we're live, I think. Um, it's me, Norm, and a bunch of free agents. This week, I am going to be discussing all the shenanigans that went on the past couple days, along with teasing out some of the content I'm working on right now. So this should be fun. Please like and subscribe if you're on YouTube or anywhere. But yeah, this is basically Clay's Corner. I post this every Friday on fantasyguru.com. And yeah, most of the time I do interviews, but I didn't really have anything planned for this week, so just going solo. I mean, there's so much that happened. And my microphone, we're going to be doing a dance this whole time. My microphone has been mischievous of late. So we're going to hold that there. All right. Let's lock that in. No, other way. Okay. So I'm going to be looking at the free agency tracker on Fantasy Guru today. I'm going to be going over all the big news. And for those of you that don't know, and yes, that is me looking up the word shenanigans. If you knew how to spell shenanigans without looking it up, shout out to you. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. But yeah, I figured we could go through some of this and just kind of look at the lay of the land here. So let's do this. All right, Kirk Cousins. That's a pretty obvious one. That's some of the biggest news of the week. Kirk Cousins is going to make me happy about Kyle Pitts again. I'm probably going to have much more exposure than what is what would be considered clinically sane. I've been waiting on this. We've had 900 yards in the last 2 years from our pal Kyle, but I do think this is a game changer for him. Going from Desmond Ridder, the corpse of Matt Ryan, and Marcus Mariota to Kirk Cousins, that's a big deal and a big game changer for me. For Kirk Cousins, not much changes. He already had a good supporting cast in Minnesota, and the fact that he has one here in Atlanta kind of just keeps things locked in. The next one, Russell Wilson, I'm not as excited about this one for many reasons. I do think this could be an upgrade over the Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky combination, but from what we saw with Russell Wilson in Denver, I wouldn't say he had bad weapons in Denver. So I'm pretty skeptical that he's going to make this Steelers offense much better. It may run smoother. The running game may improve, all that, but from a fantasy perspective, this is pretty mid. Patriots signing their franchise quarterback in Jacoby Brissett. That's a big game changer, I would say. He's probably going to lead that team to at least 4 wins in 2024. All my Patriots fans back in Massachusetts, we know what's up. Y'all know what's up. I'm not a Patriots fan, but I lived there for 26 years, so I can appreciate the pain they're going through. Yeah, and then the rest of this is kind of mediocre. One thing I will say, the Sam Darnold thing, I put out a TikTok of Sam Darnold, in the meme where the teacher walks in with a different shirt but the same way every day. I kind of feel like Sam Darnold could have developed with San Francisco. If he does get the opportunity to start here in Minnesota, that could be a game changer. But, I mean, there is another chance that, as the meme said, that it's the same old Sam Darnold, and even with a guy like Justin Jefferson, even with TJ Hawkinson, even with a very stable offense, good coaches. I really like what Minnesota has from a raw perspective, but you got to have that quarterback. We saw what they looked like with Jaron Hall last year in that short stint. So, yeah, that's what we're looking at. From a dynasty perspective, though, Sam Darnold, if you're hanging on to him, value increase, stock up for sure, undeniably. All right. I'm sure that was pissing a few people off. But I don't know where to put this thing. I am content creator and producer of this show. Where the hell? Throw it in the comments. Where do I put this thing? It's me, but I don't know where to put this because it's going to block people if I put it over here, and the OCD people, if I put this like with a few letters off the screen, that's going to piss people off too. So, what should I do, Norm? For those of you that don't know, Norm is sitting behind me. That's my pal, named after Norm Macdonald. He is shedding up a storm of late. I feel like tumbleweeds are rolling across the floor at this point, heading into summer in Arizona. So we gotta brush him. All right. So clearly Saquon. I mean, I love Saquon Barkley. He's one of my favorite prospects of all time, and the fact that he's getting to a healthy environment, the Giants and their fans, and Tiki Barber in particular, that's just a dysfunctional relationship that Saquon's getting out of. And they're going to scratch and claw their way out of there. But ultimately Saquon's on to a new, healthy, happy relationship with an offense that's going to open up holes for him. Now, some are worried about Jalen Hurts and all that malarkey. What I'll say is, if he gets 1,500 yards in that offense, you're not going to care about Jalen Hurts stealing a few touchdowns. So, yes, Jalen Hurts could steal like 5 or 6 touchdowns from Saquon at the 1-yard line. But ultimately, I don't care. If he's getting a lot of yards, the touchdowns will come. Josh Jacobs, that man looked old. That man looked like me post knee problems in high school trying to play basketball. Just not all in. Just kind of thinking about other things during the game. I mean, he came off that 360 touch season, and it just did not look the same. I'm sure the Packers will give him heavy volume, but overall, meh. Not meh. Age 30 Derrick Henry coming to Baltimore. The people make the case that the upgrade from Gus Edwards to Derrick Henry isn't that much. Fine. But let us have fun. We've all wanted to see this for a half decade. We're going to see it. It's going to be awesome. Maybe it's 5-game stretch where we get healthy Lamar and healthy Derrick Henry. But this is going to be a blast. So shout out to the Ravens for doing what we all wanted them to do forever. Get Derrick Henry on the squad. Get him in an offense with Lamar Jackson where the defenses cannot convene on one guy. It's going to be a blast. So let's all enjoy it. Let's have fun and go from there. All right. Austin Eckler, I'm out. Austin, I love you. Glad you're in the fantasy space. I'm not doing the Washington Commanders thing. Just not doing it. Shout out to you. Great career. Awesome fantasy career. I'm not doing it. Aaron Jones, I'm out. But I've been out. So if you're an Aaron Jones fan, you don't have to be out. I'm out, though. Tony Pollard, I'm out. This Tennessee thing, stop it. What are you guys doing? Why are you trying to build a contender this year? I just don't have much interest in the Titans. I mean, I like the players, I like Ridley. I like Pollard. I like, Treylon. I still think has some upside. I like Tajay Spears, but like, what are we doing? Come on. I guess because it's a weak division, they're gonna try to go for it. But I I'm out. I'm out. Joe Mixon. It may be 3.6 yards per carry, but um, it is what it is. Also, I'll throw out there, I am on fantasyguru.com. This is our free agency tracker. And it has all the latest updates for where players are and all that good stuff. We have a ton of analysis on the site. We have podcasts, live streams, a ton of other sports as well going on. Baseball starting up. I've been hanging out in the MMA and college basketball discords the last couple weeks, so that's been fun. Yeah, I'm a better MMA better than I am college basketball, but we can sometimes just snag Ted Schuster's picks and throw them in there. So that's what I've been doing in the college basketball. I will be doing some profiles for March Madness, doing some write-ups on some of the teams and giving that. So excited to be a part of March Madness this year as well. As I mentioned, Calvin Ridley to the Titans and Gabe Davis to the Jags. I actually think Gabe Davis might be a better fit for that offense. Ridley and Christian Kirk, I feel like Kirk forced Ridley to be an pure outside receiver, and Ridley can do that, but Kirk is just such a good interior wide receiver running intermediate and short routes and they had Evan Ingram as well. So, I mean, there was really no need for Calvin Ridley inside the first 10 yards for routes. And I just think that hurt him from a style of play and overall perspective. I think he had a fine year. I know many people were not happy with it, but he did have a fine year. But, probably will have a better, healthier opportunity for him in Tennessee. I don't know. Keenan Allen to the Bears. That's a weird one. That stinks to me for Keenan. I don't know that he's going to be able to keep up that fantasy production in that spot. Deontay Johnson to Carolina. They're over-under on the year, boosted from 0.25 wins to 0.5 wins on the year with that move of Deontay Johnson. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but he has a nice intermediate target, but not going to do much other than bully Adam Thielen off this roster. So, but yeah, Jags, Gabe Davis might be an overpay, but I do like the fit there as a pure deep threat. He can run go routes and let Kirk, Evan Ingram, and all the other guys do what they need to do. A healthy Zay Jones as well. Gabe Davis fits in nice with that wide receiver core. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I will say, Mike Gesicki, you don't have to join me. I'm getting excited. Let's get excited. Me and the people that eat Skyline Chili are probably very excited right now. Mike Gesicki, Bengals, Joe Burrow, best quarterback of his career. This is fun. This is going to be fun. We see Irv Smith on there. He went to the Chiefs. There's just so many injuries. But Gesicki's a real weapon, and he has been a real weapon at times in his career. So I'm excited about that. And you know what? Let me be excited. I moved him up in the Fantasy Guru Dynasty ratings, like 6 points. Like, he's always been good. I don't want to hear it. He's always been good. And that's that. So there you go. Mike Gesicki, I'm in. I'm probably going to... Him and Kyle Pitts are probably going to be on a lot of my best ball rosters. And I'm going to know by week 3 if that's horrible or not. All right. Yeah, so that's free agency. I mean, if this is how uh 2023 free agency is going to go, then you know, we're in a pretty darn good spot. So in terms of actually, let's go to in terms of what I'm up to. Uh, so I did a prospect profile on Isaac Arendo yesterday. Definitely check that out. I do his overview. I review athletic profiles. I kind of break down everything that's going on with this prospect, and um, we're going to be doing this for a lot of prospects, probably 40 plus between me, Tyler Beaker, Armando Marsal, and Jeff Mans. I will say for Isaac himself, I might have thrown in a Kine and Nwangwu comparison. There's not many guys like him. Shout out to Player Profiler, but when you look at this, I mean, what the hell is that, dude? Come on, man. Let's have a little fun with Isaac. So I'm kind of rooting for him to be, fifth, sixth round of the NFL draft. If we could see something like that, that would be, huge because all he needs is an opportunity, and I'm much more open to uh, to running backs getting better opportunities this decade than I would have been previously, just because. And let's hold on. Oh God, producer Russ, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Hone it in. Hone it in. Okay. But yeah, I ultimately compared him to Kine just because he never really started. He was never really a starter, even in his final season at Louisville. But athleticism off the charts, getting the right system, Kine's never really gotten running back snaps. He's mainly been a returner, but I mean, we've seen it with Pacheco. We've seen it with, Kyron. We've seen it with a few of these other late round picks. And these systems are so powerful now. Guys like Raheem Mostert, who don't really have many redeeming qualities. No offense, Raheem. But they can fit. They have this 4.2 speed, and they can fit into these systems now. Whereas, a decade ago, I feel like that wasn't as teams weren't as willing to give opportunities to size speed freaks that really are straight line runners. So I am tentatively in on Isaac, and yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I got for this week. Again, check out the free agency tracker. Check out all the content we have over at fantasyguru.com. Tyler Beaker did a profile on Malik Neighbors today. Armando Marsal did a profile on Caleb Williams. And our pal Norm back there, he's working on a Drake May right now as we speak. He was doing some grumbling, so I'm not sure if he's high or low on May coming out of this process. But I guess we'll find out. So, all right, y'all. That's it for me. Thanks for checking it out. And I will be back. I'm going to probably be getting some more interviews over the next couple weeks. I haven't asked people, but, maybe someone for baseball to kick off the season. Maybe some sports betting people. We'll see. So, anyway, for Russell Clay and Norm, and all the good folks out there on this Friday, have fun, and I'll see you guys later.